Hello and welcome to another episode of Dylan and Ross Tighten Their Chairs. I am your host, Dylan Sanders, and joining me today, as always, is Ross Jackson. You can find me on Twitter at Dilly Sanders. You can find Ross on Twitter at Ross Jackson. What's up, Ross?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. How are you doing today?
Doing good, Ross. If all goes well, after the conclusion of the show, I will be taking the last math test of my life, which we love to hear. We love to hear that. We love to hear that.
And in case anyone tries to clarify and tells you, no, it's just your last math test of college, that is the same thing as the last math test of your life, because you will never take another math test. I can promise you this. Because
I hate math. And if I'm not being forced at gunpoint to do it, which is basically what college is, I wouldn't do it because I'm not good at it. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
But no. Hopefully it's all well. And my brother and nieces are going to be in town this week, so
whoop, whoop.
All's well in the household. I was going to say the Sanders household, but everyone in this household has a different last name. I guess my mom and stepdad have the same last name, but my brothers have a different last name than I have a different last name than my brothers. So it's all over the place. How are you doing, Ross? What you up to? What you up to today?
Not a lot, man. We have a ton going on over at Locked On because it's our Ultimate Mock Draft episode 1 dropped today and everything. And so it's been a very fun, but I don't want to say it hasn't been it's just been packed full of work kind of a day over the past 24 hours or so, particularly of getting everything in place and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Well, Ross, do you want me to show you something that I think will put a smile on your face? My favorite thing from Twitter, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
This comes to us from Sedona Prince, who is a women's basketball player for Oregon and for I guess Team USA. And so she shared with us her new jersey. So we wanted to. So I want to share that video.
Hey guys, so I'm at USA Basketball Trials, as you can see, and pretty much we get these jerseys to try out in, and they're just completely random, they have random numbers on them, and there's only 20 of us here, so we all just get random numbers. Naturally, I got this one. I love it. I will be wearing this literally when I leave on the street, at gatherings, to class, just around, because I love it. I think it's really cool, and it's unique, and it's me. So, yeah.
I was waiting. Go ahead.
For listeners, Ross, what number is she wearing?
I believe that was number 69.
Nice. What I love about it is that she mentioned that how there are only 20 people there. So
she was not forced into that number at all.
There are 20 people there. They are just randomly assigned numbers. However, the jersey maker was out of all, they had 20. They had to choose 20 out of 99 numbers, I would assume.
Right.
Or I guess 100 if you count 0 or 00, 101.
Yeah.
Because 00 is a thing now.
Right. Nice 0-1.
That's not a. You can't do that.
That's not an option, Dylan. That's not an option, Dylan.
He was like, I'm going to give this woman 69.
Nice.
She
seemed pretty pumped about it, though.
Yeah. It obviously went to the right person.
Yeah, clearly.
That is
choice.
One of my favorite things from Twitter, Ross.
That's
you really also got a today. is the actor Simu Liu's birthday, Ross. And he is the actor. He's the main character of the new upcoming Marvel movie, Shang-Chi, which I can't wait for.
Very
and
excited.
then so he was like, guys, I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell you. Can't wait to show you all the trailer in a couple weeks. But it's my birthday, so they're going to let me share the teaser poster for it. And then a couple minutes later, Marvel replied and was like, hey, happy birthday. Here's the full trailer for the teaser a couple weeks early. And then he just freaked out about it on Twitter. I'm pulling it up now. Just not the trailer, but his response, which is just relatable whenever you get good news. And this is his response.
It is all a bunch of consonants and exclamation points, and then this is the best birthday ever, and then several more exclamation points, and this is of course all in caps.
Yes. And then he then tweeted out, picking up poop when I realized we're trending number 1 in America.
I love it.
Man. I love it. And I cannot wait for Shang-Chi because that movie looks awesome.
I'm trying to figure out, there is a person in the cast that Megan has worked with on a YouTube show before. But I'm trying to figure out who it was.
Was it Aquafina?
Very excited for it. It was not Aquafina, as dope as that would be. I almost worked with Aquafina, but we have not yet worked with Aquafina.
Well, I will be excited to find out who that is. I love the fact that there's a guy in the trailer whose hand is a sword.
It's just sword hand.
Sword hand. And Ross, his name is Razor Fist. And I love it.
That's way better than sword hand. That is remarkably better than sword hand.
I would almost rather be like, I got a sword hand and my name is Razor Fist.
Yes. Yeah. Give me all the flavor.
Also a lot of we didn't get a Friday show, Ross, but the WNBA draft was awesome.
Yes, it was. It was. Shout out Aria McDonald going pick number 3 overall.
Did not see that coming.
Very excited about it.
But that is awesome. That is awesome.
And then several international players getting drafted as well, even some within the top 15. Can't predict drafts, man. Can't do it.
Can't do it. We got Jake Paul in a rigged fight this weekend.
Oh, Jesus. What are like 2 things that you would rather do than watch Jake Paul fight? One of them for me is fight Jake Paul.
Let's see. 2 things I would rather do. Take a math test.
Sure.
And rewatch the Saints-Rams playoff game.
Yeah. Remember that time Michael Jackson dangled a baby over a balcony?
Yeah.
I would rather be that baby in that moment.
It would feel more real.
It's true. It wouldn't be rigged.
Wouldn't be rigged. I'm pretty sure the fight even said written and directed by at some point.
Oh my goodness. That's incredible.
The only redeeming part of that was the fact that Snoop Dogg bet $2 million on the fight and was also on commentary. That audio would have been my favorite thing from Twitter, but there's no shot we can play that.
Yeah, we can't do that.
It's very explicit.
Snoop Dogg making moves. Snoop Dogg was also he's also the expert judge on The Voice this week.
Snoop Dogg, yes. He's also launching a weed brand with Jaleel White called Purple Urkel.
Purple Urkel. That's right.
And that was all over the Jake Paul fight.
Mhm.
Advertised. Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
What you been doing sports wise? What you been watching? What you been feeling, Ross?
Well, one of the big things that I watched today was Chet Holmgren's announcement about where he was going to school. The Minnesota product or prospect, I guess, really announced that he was going to be going to Gonzaga to join Hunter Silas over there. And at the same time, or just right after, about an hour or so after, Jalen Suggs officially announcing that he is going into the NFL. Excuse me. Future Houston Rocket Jalen Suggs announced that he was that he was going to be entering the NBA draft this offseason. Those are obviously huge for every team I just mentioned.
Chet Holmgren is an interesting player, just due to the fact that he's 7 foot tall and 190 pounds.
Yep.
He's going to be very interesting. He's going to kill it in college. I know that much.
Yeah, he's going to be outstanding. And I'm excited to see him and Hunter Silas were playing together too. What a couple of years. Yeah, exactly.
I say the next couple of years are crazy. We got this year's draft and then the next year. And then the year after that, we have Amani Bates going in, who is gonna be incredible. We got Victor. I can never remember his last name. Victor Wembanyama, the French player who is also coming out in 2 years. He's 7'2", 200 pounds. Like these people are weird. Like they're just like freaks, and it's great.
Wow.
And what is Victor's wingspan? I need to see his wingspan because it is absurd. He's 7'3" and has a 7'8" wingspan.
That's ridiculous. He's taller standing on his fingertips on the side than he is standing up. That might be more normal than I think it is. But either way, that's still ridiculous because you're talking 7 foot something either way.
Yes.
The guy's a cube in defense.
Yes.
It's like going nowhere.
Looks like an alien playing basketball, and it's great.
I love it.
Look at that.
Look at them arms.
Yeah, absurd.
Wow. That's incredible.
That's a grown man.
Yeah, it is.
But this is the cast of a random TV high school show. This guy is supposed to be a freshman in high school, I bet. In some TV show. Yeah. The next couple of years of the draft are going to be crazy.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. As these players enter the NBA, there will be a lot of talk about, who they're playing alongside and where they join, what teams they're playing with. We got a little bit of talk from Kevin Durant the other day about his top 5 teammates that he wanted to name. And so I thought we would go over this list real quick and then see if we can come up with either the best of the 5, which I think is actually kind of easy to do, and then also talk a little bit about who the 6th person on the list is. So he named Russell Westbrook. He threw Serge Ibaka on there, and then he had Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and who was the 5th person that he named?
Oh no, what it was he named
James Harden.
Well, he named Serge Ibaka, and then was like, "Wait, no."
Oh, that's right. And then he bumped Serge Ibaka.
Then he took Serge Ibaka off and put Russell Westbrook in.
That's right, because he went Kyrie Irving first, then he went James Harden, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. Then he put Serge Ibaka on, and then he was reminded of Russell Westbrook, and he says, "Oh yeah, I'm tripping, Russ. Yeah, I did forget about Russ. He would definitely be top 5." So then he removed Serge Ibaka and then put Russell Westbrook on, and then Klay Thompson ended up getting moved in a bit as well.
But what about Steph? Did he put Steph in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was Klay, Steph, Kyrie, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, because then Serge Ibaka got the boot.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry, Serge, but
now the best player out of all of those for me is Steph Curry, though James Harden is remarkable.
Yeah, you're right. James Harden is remarkable. He's remarkably the first person that should be named on the list, even when put on those names. That's how I would phrase it.
So you've got James Harden above Steph Curry on this list, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
That is.
There's James Harden. There's some debate. Serge Ibaka might be number 2. No, I'm joking. It's James Harden, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook,
James Harden, Kyrie, and then Klay.
Klay over Kyrie, actually. Sorry.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Kyrie is at the bottom for me.
He's fun to watch, but man,
he's not those other guys. He's just simply not.
You ever think that one day his career might fall off the edge of the earth?
Stop it. Stop it. Who would be, because I guess technically the 6th person named here is now Serge Ibaka, but is he really the 6th best teammate, or is there another teammate that comes to mind?
Andre Iguodala.
Yeah. I was going to put Draymond Green up there as well.
Who? All right, Ross. The bigger question, though, is Draymond Green sub versus Jason Tatum sub.
Well, Jason Tatum's got bacon.
Did you see the? It was really funny. It was
pork. So
it was the other day on Twitter. Someone tweeted out, "Yo, Jason Tatum just went to my friend's Subway and ordered his own sub." And then tipped him $100. Is that the biggest flex of all time?
It's a much better flex than Kanye West driving around listening to Kanye West albums.
Yeah. But the funnier part was then someone went to Jason Tatum's Instagram and he had posted a picture of him at Subway and all it said was bacon.
That's outstanding. That's so great. That's so good.
That's hilarious.
We need more of that series between the two of them on these commercials.
They got some gold.
Yeah, it would be a big time missed opportunity not to continue to expand on those commercials because that's been really funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Ugh. We don't have our resident East Coast correspondent, Sarah Griffin, with us, but it is worth mentioning the Red Sox are playing really, really well in the MLB right now.
Yes, the Red Sox are killing it. And they're the only team doing good in the MLB, Ross.
Yeah, they're the only one.
We could go over to the West Coast. The Giants have been surprising.
They've been surprising. The Mariners are 10-6 right now.
The Padres are 10-7. They're like, okay, what are you? I think that covers the West Coast teams. Oh wait, no, the Los Angeles Angels.
Yeah,
might make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
I think West Coast.
Yeah, just think a little bit. It'll come to you.
I wouldn't consider Arizona West Coast.
That's fair.
They're on the West.
What would you consider Arizona? I have to know.
They're on the West. They're on the West, but they're not like
West Coast.
They're not West Coast.
Sure.
Like the teams that have been mentioned, which are the only West Coast teams.
Right. Los Angeles Dodgers 13-3. So there is that.
So are you cut off a little bit?
I'm sure I did.
The New York Yankees, Ross.
Yeah.
5-10.
5-10. Oh, that has not gone well.
We love to see it. The New York Mets, however, 7-4.
Hey, that's a winning record.
Better than 5-10.
And a respectable one.
Yeah.
Did I mention that the Los Angeles Dodgers are 13-3?
Sorry, you keep breaking up.
That's so wild. That's so wild. It's so wild.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Dylan, before we end up getting to a break here in a moment, we do have some round one draft props, as well as some NFL draft. Those are just some standard NFL draft props right now. Justin Fields has moved up to being the favorite now to be selected number 3 overall. He is now minus 150 above Mac Jones at plus 150.
Mm-hmm.
The first quarterback to be selected in the draft right now, odds-on favorite is Patrick Surtain out of Alabama at minus 400.
Can I bet on Trevor Lawrence being the first pick in the draft?
You can. Oh no, you cannot. You can't bet on the first player pick. You can bet on the first defensive player picked, however.
Can I bet on Zach Wilson going to the Jets?
You can bet Zach Wilson minus 2,500 as the second overall pick.
I mean, why wouldn't you do that?
Why would you do that?
It's free money.
I guess it's free money. I just don't want to put that much money up to get a little bit of money.
Just bet a quick milli, Ross.
Quick milli.
Quick Richard Millie.
And then we also have some NFL futures and some, team win over unders as well that we could hit right here before the break.
Do it.
So some team wins. Alphabetically, we got the Arizona Cardinals plus or over under 8.5.
Under.
Over. The Atlanta Falcons 7 wins.
Under. Any day of the week that team's going under 7 wins. You kidding me?
Baltimore Ravens 11-5 and 11.5. And remember that this is a 17-game season now.
Oof, I forgot about that. Over. No, under for the Ravens. I think they're right at 10 or 11 wins.
Mm-hmm. Your Buffalo Bills 10.5.
Over. Smash that over. 17.5. I'd go over.
Wow.
Impossible.
Hey, undefeated in a playoff win. Then you're good. All right, let's skip down a little bit. Green Bay Packers 10.5.
Over.
Houston Texans 4.5.
Under.
Wow.
I'd go under 0.5.
Jacksonville Jaguars first pick in the NFL draft, over under 6 wins.
Under.
I'm gonna go over. This is the highest. Kansas City Chiefs, of course, 12.5.
Over.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 12.
Under.
New Orleans Saints 8.5.
Under. Over.
I do feel really good about that over, actually. Let's do a couple more. Eagles 6.5.
Over.
I'm going over for the Eagles there. I agree. San Francisco 49ers 10.5 wins.
Under.
I'm going to go under with them too. And then just real quick with the return of Dak, I want to make sure we get this one as well. 9.5 wins for the Dallas Cowboys.
Over.
I like that one. I think the NFC East actually has winning records this season.
At least one.
At least one of them. All right, y'all. We are going to step aside here. When we come back, full first round mock draft for Dylan and I. Let's turn some trades on. Sign into the premium account.
Ooh.
Get some trades going.
Ross, I'm always signed into your account.
We'll be back here in just a moment. Dylan and Ross say Sports Full Press Coverage, Full Press Radio Network. I love it.
Man.
Excuse me.
Can you type in our private chat, the username and password? Because I do not have it on Opera.
I can just do it I can just log in on my computer.
Hey, you do it. You do it, Ross. What? You do it.
I don't know. I just don't remember my.
We're on break time, so I'm gonna swap our I'm swapping. Our camera's for break time, Ross. You're on the left now for the break.
Oh, I hate it.
It does look weird.
It does.
Or is that
Dylan
just-
and Ross.
Or is that just your
Dylan,
face? Oh,
Ross. It is my face.
Well, if you're reading it, like if you read our cameras like you're reading a manga, it's still Dylan and Ross. You're reading.
No one reads things like they read a manga that's watching this.
Maybe.
No.
Chime off in the comments if you read things like you read a manga. What a just useless camera angle.
I know. Like, what would we even do with that?
Just useless. I need to turn.
There we go. How's that?
It's perfect. We can only see who's on the clock.
I can't see who's picking anything. Oh, look, start the draft. There we go. Here.
We can only see the
That's it.
trade. No, I can't see anything fully.
Nope. That's all you get. Trade button. All right. Mock draft time.
I'm playing around with the overlays that we have.
Do it. I'm sure everyone loves to just sit here and watch us experimenting.
Yeah. Ross, you need to get on with your life and watch.
What?
And watch.
What a rude thing to say to another person.
and watch Ant-Man and the Wasp in Endgame.
Woof. Did you see that Ian is convinced that KD forgot Russell Westbrook on purpose?
Oh, he definitely did it on purpose.
All right, here we go. All right, everybody, we are back. Dylan and Ross Save Sports. KD did it on purpose. Here on Full Press Coverage, Full Press Radio Network. We're going to go ahead and
the D in KD stands for did it on purpose.
No, it makes sense. Kevin did it on purpose. That would be perfect. We're going to dive into our first round mock draft. Dylan, we haven't done one of these in a little while. We have half an hour to get through the first round, so we can kind of take our time.
Well, we're going to spend that all on the first pick.
Probably. That's what the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to do. They're going to take up all 12 minutes on the clock to come down and do what we knew they were going to do for months now.
As soon as they were locked into the first pick, we knew what they were going to do. Well, you know what, Ross? I want to shout out something. I'm going to take away the screen. I want to shout out something and someone.
Okay.
Ross, I want to shout out the Dallas Wings in the WNBA draft for taking like 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Being like, all right, you know what's happening.
Yeah. Everybody
shout out.
Like, we know what's going on. Let's just move.
We've been doing this for months. We know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. Let's just get it on.
Big fan. All right. Speaking of knowing what we're doing, Trevor Lawrence, number 1 overall. Zach Wilson, number 2 overall. Right?
Yes.
Boop. Justin Fields, number 3 overall.
Yes.
All right. There we go. 3 picks out of the way already. That's how we're rolling. Okay. Pick number 4. Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. Do they trade back? Do they go with Trey Lance? Do they go with Kyle Pitts?
Let's look at the teams that would trade up. There's no one in the next 4 picks.
Yeah, it'd be Denver would be the next one.
And that's
9.
Them only wanting to get ahead of someone else picking or trading up.
Mm-hmm.
But Ross, if we're being honest, there is no quarterback I would trade up for left.
Right. Yeah, I
would not trade up for
Trey Lance
or Mac Jones.
For sure.
Trey Lance might be. I wouldn't trade up for him, especially if I'm already picking the top 10. If I'm in the top 10, there are plenty of other things that we need to worry about. already, and Trey Lance is not that immediate of a fix.
Right. 17 games of FCS experience, and that's it.
Yes. People like to bring up the fact that him and Mac Jones have the same amount of starts. Mac Jones, however, does have like double the pass attempts.
Right.
And against much better competition.
Yes.
I still like Trey Lance more, but people like to cherry pick stuff. Here I go Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts?
Mm-hmm.
I hate it, but I love it. It's the right pick. Penei Sewell, Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals, pick 5.
Penei Sewell.
Penei Sewell is the right choice. They'll probably take Jamar Chase, but he is the right choice.
I usually take Jamar Chase in my mocks because I think that's what they're going to do, but I just really seeing Joe Burrow today with that ACL scar.
Mm-hmm.
Please take Penei Sewell.
Yeah. Cincinnati also, by the way, new uniforms, new unis today. What'd you think?
I like them.
I like them too.
They look like a cooler version of Bears uniforms.
Yep. Yeah.
Even though I like Bears uniforms, but the numbering it looks exactly the same.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So now we're at the first wide receiver off the board, more than likely here to the Miami Dolphins. Do they go with the Alabama connection and Jalen Waddle, or do they go with Jamar Chase? Or do they surprise us all and take Devonta Smith?
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. I love it. Pick 7. This could be another trade back here. Somebody trying to get up ahead of the Denver Broncos to grab.
It would be Washington or New England.
Or New England. Mm-hmm.
Washington, I think, is more likely to trade up for Trey Lance. Do you want to have them trade up for Trey Lance?
We could. Would they try to trade up here at 7, or would they wait and try to trade up at 8? But the thing is that at 8, you need an offensive tackle. Do you want to trade back as far as 19?
I think you can.
Yeah. You
can get a Tevin Jenkins.
Let's roll with that scenario because I think that's a more interesting scenario. Here at pick 7,
they take
anywhere you want. I would imagine Rashawn Slater, but
here,
either Rashawn Slater or Jalen Waddle, maybe.
I would take one of those two. Let's go Rashawn Slater.
Let's do it. Interesting scenario. That gives Carolina a reason to trade back too.
Yeah. All right. So let's have Washington trade up now.
All right. So we've got WFT trade into Carolina Panthers. All right. For pick 8. I know we got to do round 1 and round 1, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think this is going to be enough. No. Yeah. So round 1 and round 1. And then probably you're moving from 19 into the top 10. So I'd imagine maybe a 5th round pick would be thrown in there too.
I would think
or 4th. Swap 4ths.
I would say a 4th, and then they get the Carolina 5th.
Boom. Pick 19 overall, 124 in the 4th round, and a 2022 first. Going from WFT to Carolina in exchange for Carolina's number 8 overall, number 151 overall in the 5th round.
Yeah.
Boom. The deal is done. And Trey Lance.
Boom.
What if we would have just drafted somebody completely different that they could have gotten at 19?
So the Seahawks.
Right, exactly. Pick number 9.
They're going to trade up for Davis Mills. No. JC Horn.
Yeah. That's the right answer. Number 9 overall, JC Horn. So that's our first defensive player off the board, right?
Yep.
First defensive player off the board at pick 9. Patrick Surtain to the Cowboys.
Think about this, though. Christian Darrisaw. Or Patrick Surtain. We can go
Patrick Surtain feels like he's already inked into Dallas for me.
Does he? So that means it's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah.
But let's go Patrick Surtain.
I mean, we can do the more interesting.
And then Carolina's like, what did we do?
Right. Carolina's like completely screwed at this point if we do this.
Yeah. There are a lot of teams. I like the idea of Darisaw going there, but I mean, Patrick Surtain makes a lot of sense too.
All right, Patrick Surtain. All right, pick number 11. New York Giants.
Kwity Paye or Jalen Phillips?
Or say
Jalen Waddle.
I say Jalen Phillips.
You think they pass up on Jalen Waddle?
I don't know. They probably don't, honestly. We should probably go Jalen Waddle, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Waddle to the New York Giants. Wow, Daniel Jones has no excuses left. No excuses. So then that leaves Devonta Smith to
the Eagles. That's
the Eagles. The Eagles are heated right now. Heated.
Yes.
Heated
that they got the Heisman winning wide receiver. This is where I think Elijah Vera Tucker goes. Or they could be a sneaky pick for Jalen Phillips.
Could be a sneaky pick for Jalen Phillips, but I do like Elijah Vera Tucker to them and the versatility.
Yes. Okay, let's get there.
Boom.
And then Darisaw to the Vikings. I think makes a lot of sense.
Makes perfect sense.
And
Mac
then
Jones or Micah Parsons.
And then I think they pass up on Mac Jones.
I love it. Now we're talking.
Because
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Micah Parsons.
Ooh, let's go Joke. I like that.
Could you imagine Joke and Kyle Duggar on the same defense with Dante Hightower?
That'd be a lot of fun.
Pretty good.
That's a lot, I like that pick a lot.
All right, pick 16. This has to be corner, I would say. I would think. So Greg Newsome's a perfect fit for them.
Yes.
To the Arizona Cardinals.
I like that. I like that fit a lot. This is Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons. Perfect.
In day of the week. He is a Raider at heart.
Makes perfect sense.
This is Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips stays in Miami. All right. Pick number 19, Tevin Jenkins. It worked out.
Boom.
For the Carolina Panthers.
Tevin Jenkins.
Mac Jones to the Bears?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. They have like 6 of the same quarterback in Carolina, just like they have 6 of the same tight end. It's going to be a very fun 2021 season.
A different quarterback per tight end. Every drive, every different play, there's a sub.
Yeah, pretty much. This could be a good trade back scenario for the Indianapolis Colts. They could trade toward the back of the first round and walk away with like a Liam Eichenberg or a Samuel Cosme, a couple of those guys.
Who would want to trade up?
Or they could just go and grab them now.
Who would want to trade up for what?
I could see Green Bay trading up for Trevon Moehrig to grab him before Tennessee or Jacksonville. I could see Buffalo trading up for Kwity Paye to get pass rush before Tennessee. I could see.
Well, let's have one of those happen. Which one would you think? Do you think is more likely? Who's going to be more aggressive?
Yeah. Do you feel like Buffalo is aggressive? I feel like Green Bay is very aggressive for
Buffalo is more inclined to trade back, I would say.
I would think so too. But I could see
but they're right on the edge, so they might be more aggressive.
Is Kwity Paye like the guy for Buffalo, or could they stand pat and like have?
He would be such a good fit.
Well, there you go.
He would be so good there.
It's not going to take a ton to move up here.
And you're thinking defensive minded head coach.
Right. Very true.
Let's do it. Let's have Buffalo trade up for Kwity Paye because I just want that to happen.
I love it. All right. So it's going to take 1 for sure. 1 in 93.
Ross, we just got big news.
Whoa.
Michael Keaton is returning as Batman in the next Flash movie.
Oh, interesting.
That's it.
Flashpoint?
That's it. Flashpoint, yes.
Nailed it. Look at me go.
Look at you.
Look at me. Let me check out should we look at the NFL draft?
The trade value chart?
Yeah.
Sure.
So pick 30. is 620.
Pick
Pick
21.
21
840 is my guess.
is 800.
I was close.
Yeah, you were. So then adding in pick number 61 is 292. Adding in pick 93 is 128. So that is 738 for 800. I feel like that's close enough.
Sure,
especially when you're staying in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Check my deets. Great.
Boom.
Booyah. The Bills straight up from 30 to 21, adding in
and
a
now
third round
select Rondale Moore.
And they get Quiddy Pay, the guy that they wanted. I like that because you're getting ahead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams probably that could use an edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan. Number 22 here with the Tennessee Titans. Trevon Moehrig here. We can go down to a different corner. Caleb Farley still here. Eric Stokes. Elijah Molden, who I am so convinced is going to be a first-round pick.
Ross, think that the Titans might be inclined to trade back here.
Let's trade back. I love it.
With
More
the
trades.
Packers. Because there's one who are they trading back for?
No, go ahead.
The Green Bay would be trading up for Trevon Moehrig, I would think.
That makes sense to me. Yeah, because you want to get ahead of here.
Yes.
These three. The Jets, the Steelers, and the Jags.
Even the Browns and the Ravens.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to get ahead of this if you're trying to get a safety.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it.
Because there's one player that will be available later that I think the Titans want.
I love it. All right. So what do we do here? So the Packers pick number 29 is 640. Pick number 22 is 780. So we're looking at about 140 in order to move up. Green Bay's third round selection, pick number 92, is 132. That'd be perfect. That makes it 672 or 772 for 780 in terms of the value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great.
I like that. So that's basically just the same exact trade that we just had.
Yeah, basically. I'm sure that this would also come with like some 7th round or some 6th round pick thrown in or something like that. But for our purposes, great. And then they grab Trevon Moehrig.
Yes.
Boom. New York Jets got their quarterback, Zach Wilson.
I think they go Caleb Farley.
Caleb Farley. Ooh, that would be interesting. I like that a lot. Let's do that. Caleb Farley. Bam. New York Jets. Pick number 24, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Najee Harris.
Running back first round?
Yeah.
Najee Harris, Travis Etienne. Which one? And why?
Najee, I feel like he fits what they want to do more power.
Let's do it. Najee Harris. Ooh, running back in the first round. I feel so gross.
Running backs matter.
Pick number 25, Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock. They grabbed Trevor Lawrence. They get him a weapon. Do they get him protection? Do they go to defense?
Now they draft Davis Mills because competition. Iron
they go on the Bears
iron.
route of having like 7 of the same quarterback.
Iron sharpens iron. Here they go, Ross.
Ooh, Christian Barmore.
I like that a lot. I like Christian Barmore or Rashad Bateman.
I like Rashad Bateman.
Let's do Rashad. It's not one I see a lot.
Brown, pick number 26.
I still have them going as Azeez Ojulari, even though they just got Jadeveon Clowney. You need a counterpart.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, his counterpart's Miles Garrett.
Well, I meant like a rotation.
Azeez Ojulari. And you have to protect yourself too, because what if you end up with an injured Jadeveon Clowney? Sorry, woof.
Don't they need a new right tackle?
Baltimore Ravens?
Baltimore?
Yeah, they could use some help on the offensive line.
Dylan Radins.
Dylan Radins. Let's do it. I'm a big fan. Dylan Radins. Done.
Saints. Christian Barmore,
Dare I say the Saints trade back here?
I mean, who would trade up?
I don't know. It'd have to be somebody from like the set. They'd have to be trading out of the first round in order for this to be appealing. Zaven Collins, Christian Barmore, Alex Leatherwood, Elijah Moore, Kadarius Toney, Terrace Marshall, Levon Wuzarike. I mean, pick your poison.
I like Christian.
Throw a dart.
I like Christian Barmore here.
Throw a dot. Baron Browning.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Remember that time that you mocked Baron Browning to the Saints in the first round, and nobody understands that Baron Browning is a first round talent.
Yeah, I do remember that, and they're like, "Oh, like who?"
Christian Barmore.
Honestly, sleeper pick here for them. I feel like they could go Baron Browning or Jabril Cox at the end of the first.
Listen, Jabril Cox getting his pro day on the 26th, 3 days before the NFL draft.
Smart.
That's good. That's smart. That's smart.
I think Jabril Cox is a first round player. I think he sneaks into the first round, and I think it's with the Saints. I think it's with the Saints.
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
Look how far we have to go down to get.
Got him. I feel like the Seahawks.
Oh,
and
man.
here,
you like the Seahawks.
And here, the Tennessee Titans, Ross, they go Zaven Collins.
It's such a good fit, man.
And Ross. I don't know if you saw, but at the Tulsa Pro Day, Zaven Collins was running drills with the Titans GM.
Ooh.
John Robinson was literally holding the pad for Zaven Collins in his workout.
I love that the GM is down there doing that. That's so great.
So they have a picture of it. I had to Google. I had to find the picture because I know it's a good picture.
Oh, wow. Look at him.
Yeah.
So good. Man, he's going to be so good in the NFL, man. I'm so excited about Zaven Collins. I really, really am.
Let's do it. I like it.
Look at our little everybody the same size.
Everyone's equal, even the mock draft.
All right, pick number 30, the Indianapolis Colts traded back from 21.
What cornerback?
Alex. Yeah, so there's Eric Stokes still, Tyson Campbell, Elijah Molden, Ifeanyi Melifonwu. But in terms of offensive tackles, you've still got Alex Leatherwood, Liam Eichenberg, and Sam Cosmi. Sam Cosmi would be a dream for them.
I think it goes Sam Cosmi.
Let's do it. I got to find my dude. There he is. Boom.
31. I think this is a sneaky trade bag situation.
Trading out of the first? Who trades back in? Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Philadelphia.
Philly? Oh, that's a good one. That makes a lot of sense, actually. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can do the Baltimore Ravens trade from a couple of years ago. So we'll go Chiefs. We'll go Philadelphia Eagles. Sorry, struggling. There we go. And then we'll go second round. Oh, we might not actually have to because it's only 6 picks.
Yeah.
The second round from this year, and then maybe like third. Let me look at these. Let me look at these perks right quick. Kansas City 600. Right.
Yeah.
37 is already 530. Wow. Okay, so we don't actually have to do that much. So we got to get 70-ish points.
Yeah.
We could probably trade. So we could probably just get something back in addition to
that 181 or 207 or something.
Yeah, exactly. So the 181. That makes a lot of sense. Because you're basically overpaying by 100 points here in terms of what you're looking for in terms of draft value.
Yeah.
Might actually be able to get that 175. Let me look at Casey's chart real quick and see if I can find something that would be close to that $100. I mean, $100, 100 points. They could swap thirds.
Swap thirds or straight up fourth?
Yeah, and then just add a fourth in. Is that what you're saying?
Let's see. Swap thirds and then throw in one of those 8 sixes that they have.
Yeah, for real. Let's go with the middle one right here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, cool. I like that.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like Kansas City has to get a little something extra for the 5th-year option opportunity there. You can upcharge a little bit. This could be a good opportunity to grab Eric Stokes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he lasts those 6 picks. They like speed, and they need a cornerback.
Yep. Here we go. Bam. And then here we are. Christian Barmore makes a lot of sense. Levi Ruzarike makes a lot of sense. They could go... No, they don't need to go running back anymore. They could go edge. They could go with Jason Owe. Actually, that's a pretty good... Him or Joe Tryon.
Let's go Owa.
Perfect.
Let's go Marcus Davenport.
I love it. There we go. First round mock draft. Oof. Tired.
Save that so we can go over it whenever the draft actually happens. See how long we
get it right.
Once we get everything right, including the trades and compensation. Perfect ever. Stars. Perfect mock draft ever.
All right. So what's your favorite selection that we made out of all these?
Justin Fields at 3.
I can't say that I blame you.
JC Horn at 9. I like that fit a lot. Jalen Waddle to the Giants with big play Slay. Sterling Shepard gets to revert back to being the 3rd option, which he's best at. Greg Newsome. I
love Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah to the Patriots.
Oh, such a good fit. Oh, he'd be so good. He'd be so good. Tevin Jenkins to the Panthers in a trade back situation.
It's pretty good.
Perfect for them.
Kwity Paye to the Bills with the trade up.
Yeah, I liked that a lot. The Green Bay trade up for Trevon Moehrig. A lot of people want them to draft a weapon, but they're not gonna. I like Dylan Radins to the Ravens.
Yeah, me too.
He's a great right tackle for them.
Yeah, seems like a perfect Raven too. Jabril Cox to the Saints. We're so foolish. Ross,
it's gonna happen.
I would be perfectly fine with it, honestly.
I'd be ecstatic. I love Jabril Cox, and I love the Saints.
Like
Philly trading up for Eric Stokes.
I like Tennessee getting Zaven Collins after trading back.
Yes.
I like the Eagles coming back into the 1st. I agree with that. Jason Owa to the Bucks. Pretty good. All right. There we go. I think we nailed the first round of the NFL draft, my friend.
It's literally perfect. Like you can't tell me anything.
No.
Oh,
tell me nothing. Oh, hey. Hello. Hello.
This is not right. There we go. It's fixed.
Oh wow. Now I'm massive.
What's
and
that?
Dylan's teeny tiny.
Oh boy.
Okay, jeez. Excuse me. Jeez. All right. Well, that's our perfect mock draft 2021.
No biggie.
No biggie.
You know what, Ross? Some would say that he did that on purpose.
Kevin did that on purpose.
I would say we did that on purpose.
I would say we did that on purpose. Perfectly. All right.
We did that on perfect.
On perfect.
man, Saints fans are easy to please whenever it comes to making fun of your own team. Self-deprecating humor.
We do have a really good time.
If I made that tweet today that popped off over on Canal Street Chronicles.
Oh, is that the
last night? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Getting in on the memes, Ross.
I love a meme.
All right. One question. We're going to do one Saints-related question, Ross.
Okay.
Which mock draft do you like better? Because I like these two. I like these are two options to go in similar routes. All right. So this was a PFF one. Zaven Collins, Kelvin Joseph, Brady Christensen, Josh Palmer, Benjamin St. Juste, Christian Uphoff, Patrick Jones II, and Frank Darby. Some might say that one is catered perfectly to you.
Yeah, for real.
So that is someone who listens to your podcast.
Uh-huh.
And this is a mock draft of someone who only reads my mock drafts on Canal Street Chronicles. I think that these are the tale of two tapes. So you know that one. And then this one is Caleb Farley, Jabril Cox, Aleem McNeil, Trill Williams, Dylan Moses, Malcolm Kuntz, Austin Watkins, and Dax Milne.
That's incredible.
Someone posted these two, and I feel like it's those two drafts are catered perfectly to what we would do in the Saints situation.
That's very true. Read the first one again for me.
Zaven Collins, Kelvin Joseph, Brady Christensen, Josh Palmer, Benjamin St. Juste, Christian Uphoff, Patrick Jones II, and Frank Darby.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like somebody just pulled selections straight from my brain.
Yeah.
And then threw them down on a paper and said that.
That's what, ladies and gentlemen,
mock draft.
That's what the mock draft would look like if Ross was the GM of the Saints.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's amazing.
I don't know about Brady Christensen at 98, but other than that,
I would take Brady Christensen if you were on there at 98.
I don't dislike it.
Yeah,
but I
would do that.
I don't know about it. I love the Trill Williams. I love that he picked both Caleb Farley and Trill Williams in this one.
Yeah. Also had both Jabril Cox and Dylan Moses, right?
And also both Austin Watkins and Dax Milne.
Oh, yeah. You're all good.
And Malcolm Kuntz, who could play off ball.
Phenomenal. All right. That's going to do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Talk more NFL draft, everything else going on around the world of sports. Be some important storylines going on, particularly around the NBA with the Derek Chauvin, what's the word I'm looking for? Ruling, I guess, expected this week. And so we'll continue to talk about that and everything going on all around the sports. Lots of sports, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to save sports. You feel like we saved sports today? We saved the first round of the NFL draft, that's for sure.
I mean, that's right. Ross, fun fact, in that mock draft situation, whenever the Saints draft Dax Milne, they are also going to teach him to play piano and then rename him to Austin Carr.
Stop. The second you said teach him to play, I was like, I know exactly where he's going. Oh my goodness. All right, John, it's going to do it. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time here. Dylan Ross, Sports Full Press Coverage, Full Press Radio Network. We'll see you then.